Ad, Thamud, Fir'aun. Because at that time they were similar to all these nations who are controlling now. But this didn't save them from the punishment. And these countries who are oppressing the other people, are taking the resources of people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bil mirsad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is ever watchful. Ibn Abbas said he hears and he sees. This means that he watched over his creation in that which they do, and he will reward them in this life and in the hereafter based upon what each of them strove for. He will bring all of the creation before him and he will judge them with justice. He will requite each of them with what which he deserves, for he is far removed from injustice and tyranny. And this ayah, brothers and sisters, is a reminder to every one of us that if you think that you are doing haram things, you are eating the people's rights, you are taking the people's money without a right, you are cheating, you are deceiving people, and the people, they still trust you and believe in you, don't think that this will carry on forever. Because inna rabbaka labil mirsad. Now, as a human being, when we are driving and we see the cameras, if we are driving fast, what do we do? Slow down, because there is camera, and we believe it. We know that this camera, if it is 30 and you drive 35, then there is a fine and points. Subhanallah al-Azim. What about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? The all-knowing, the all-seeing, the all-hearing. Subhanallah. The people, they are acting sometimes as there is no one watching over. Remember, inna rabbaka labil mirsad. I'd like myself and everyone to remember this ayah all the time. That while you are driving, it's not the camera. There is, if I'm allowed to say that there is a massive camera all over the world now, watching, recording. ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد. Every single word you say recorded, and you cannot deny it. And there, on the day of judgment, there is no solicitors. You cannot pay them, and they can come and defend you and play with the law, because there, on that day, al-adl al-mutlaq, the absolute justice. No solicitors, no oppression, no bribes, nothing. So your deeds is there, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will account you for what you did. So remember all the time, while you are walking, while you are working, while you are at home, don't oppress your wife or your children, because inna rabbaka labil mirsad. If you are at work, don't cheat, because inna rabbaka labil mirsad. Wherever you go, remember inna rabbaka labil mirsad. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the next ayah spoke about man in general. And if you remember, I said that while you are reading the Quran, when you read the word insan, generally talks about whom? Non-believers. Sometimes it talks about the human being. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه فأكرمه ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرمن وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه فيقول ربي أهانن. As for man, when his Lord tries him by giving him honor and bounties, then he says, my Lord has honored me. But when he tries him by straightening his means of life, he says, my Lord has humiliated me. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described man. So you will find the people in general, there's people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed His mercy and He gave them a lot of money, houses, properties, wealth, cars, all this stuff. And some of them, He will say this, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa akraman, honored me. Because I am a good boy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored me. He will not think about that the money can be a gift and can be sometimes a punishment. For some people, the wealth really is a gift. It's a trial. So you will find these people, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, they are gaining it from halal, spending it in halal, and giving Allah's rights in it. They're paying the zakah, sadaqah, helping the poor, alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. So they pass the trial. And there is people, the money for them is a punishment. You will find them working for the money only. So their life become occupied by them. He will become a slave to the money. A slave, really slave. He is ready to do everything just for the money. Doesn't matter, halal, haram, no, this is out of the question. Money, give me money, I'll do what you want. There is people killing for money. There's people destroying the human being for money. Who are they?
Drug dealers.
Drug dealers. Just think about it. You know that by selling the drugs, you are destroying not a person, you are destroying a person, a family, a community. You are destroying a wife, children. You make that person maybe a thief or a killer. And they are doing this. Because I've seen them. When I used to visit the prison, I've seen them, subhanAllah al-Azim. I remember a person, he used to have a factory. Factories, doing clothes. And he's, mashallah, alhamdulillah, he has money and a family, a lot of money. Then they played with his mind. They said, how much you make from this? 1,000 a month? 2,000? 5,000? What's 5,000? Take this bag, go to Pakistan, come back, 50,000. And it costs you nothing. Just go, enjoy your time and come back. And unfortunately that person sit up. So they let him pass the first one, the second one I think. Then they were waiting for him. Oh, I don't know. No, you know. So you'll find these people, what happened to them? They became slaves to the money. So they don't bother about what are they doing just to get the money. They think that everything in this life, money. So they destroy the lives of the people They kill the people for money. Killing people. This is how the money become a punishment. There is people, they cannot deal with it. And on the other hand, even if they are not doing this, even if they are in business, normal business, you'll find them, their brain will change to be thinking only about money. They don't know anything else. So day and night, they are occupied by this. And this will make them forget their duties towards Allah first, towards their family, towards their community. And when it comes to zakah, say no. I've been working 16 hours from 6 in the morning and I go home 10 in the evening, and you ask me to give 100 pounds, take, this is 1 pound or 2 pounds just for the masjid or something. Yes. This is what they do. So this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described man. And we have to understand, brothers and sisters, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us this. He's telling us this, that we will not be like these people. Will not say, Rabbi Akraman, because I have money, and if I don't have money, I say Rabbi Hanan. No, I say all the time. If I have money or I don't have money, I say Alhamdulillah. Because I believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a Razzaq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna Allah huwa Razzaqu dhul quwwati al-mateen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Razzaq. He is the only provider. You are only like agent, working for this money. You collect it, you work for it, you give, then you leave it. You leave it behind you. وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ, and if he put him at trial, فَقَدْرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقًا, straighten. So instead of having a very good job, 3, 4, 5,000, I read yesterday that the guy of Facebook, $2 billion a year. 2 billion. When you see the number here, what he's doing for 2 billion, his salary, and you'll find MPs and people, CEOs and managers. Some of the banks that, even the banks that fall down, the bonus 1 million. Just the bonus, they give them 1 million, subhanallah. And you guys, you cannot, if you collect all the money that you done from you born until now, you didn't reach 1 million. And that one, he made the bank goes down full of debts and give them bonus 1 million. أما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه. One of the brothers told me that if you remember in 2008 when the recession happened, there is a person committed suicide, a rich person. You know why? Because before the recession, when the stock went down, his wealth was, I think, 1 billion. Then when this happened, in a week, the 1 billion became, I think, 600 million or something. He committed suicide. This is exactly how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقًا, straighten his rizq. Still, the rizq is there. See the ayah, the words Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose. قَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقًا, the rizq. He still have rizq. Don't think that there is a person on this earth without rizq. Every single person on earth, even the ant has rizq. You see the ant coming to the house and find something, and there is rizq. The cat has rizq. Don't think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will leave you without rizq. Ever. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned this in 2 ayahs. when he spoke about the people who used to kill their children because of poverty. In one ayah he said, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ خَشْيَةَ إِمْلَاقٍ نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُهُمْ وَإِيَّاكُمْ. Don't kill your children because you fear of poverty. We will provide them and you. Another ayah he said, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ مِنْ إِمْلَاقٍ نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُكُمْ وَإِيَّاكُمْ. Don't kill your children because you are in poverty. We'll provide you and them. So the two ayahs give us a guarantee that you have your rizq, your children will have their rizq. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, He said, marriage will bring rich. إن يكونوا فقراء يغنيهم الله من فضله. So you'd like to have more money, go and marry. Subhanallah al-Azim. Yes. Why? Because before you get married, how many rizq you have? One. When you get married, how many rizq you will have? Two. This is a fact. So all those who are still not married, it's the time. So, look at the words that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used, brothers, here. وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ. So he still has his rizq. But now, instead of being too much, straight. What he will say, فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَهَانًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has humiliated me. Subhanallah. But when he has the money, he didn't think about this. It is not. It is not that if you have money that you are honored. If you don't have money, you are humiliated. Because you cannot judge the person according to how much money he is. There is people, they have a lot of money, but they are stingy. They worth nothing. They live in this life and leave it without any impact. And there is people, poor people. But they have the smile. They like to contribute. They like to help. They are ready all the time to be with the people. These people, they have no money, but they have respect. And the people remember them after they die. How many in the Sahaba? Uthman was rich. And he spent for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now we remember him. Bilal, how many millions he has? Zero. Abu Bakr bought him, he paid for him, that Umayyah ibn Khalaf released him. But every time we see a mu'adhin with a beautiful voice, we say, Bilal. Do you remember Bilal because he was millionaire? No. Abu Sufyan became Muslim. Abu Jahl, in that time, was a millionaire. If you think about the relevant, to compare the money with that time. But who remember Abu Jahl with good? No. There is, in these days, these Onasis, or there's many people, they have a lot of money. They died, but the people, they don't remember them. But there's a person who contributed to the country or to the community. The people remember them, they talk about them. So it is not, we judge you according to the money. And this is, all the time, we have to make our judgment or evaluate the people. Not because he has money, mashallah, and houses and all of these things are, mashallah, excellent brother. But a poor brother, maybe he's unemployed or just survives, say, okay, mashallah, Poor brother, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you help. Just feel sorry for him. No. I feel sorry for the person who has money but he's a slave of the money and he doesn't come to the masjid at all. But I appreciate the one he's poor and he has only the money in his pocket can just make him or give him enough money for the next or the third day, but mashallah you see him in the masjid. And when you ask him to contribute to the masjid or community, he say, I'm ready, I'm here. That's what I feel sorry for him. Doesn't matter how thousands or millions he has. But that brother, he doesn't have money, but I appreciate him. This is how we have to look at the people. And this is what Islam teaching us. Don't evaluate the people according to their money. Never. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ أَكْرَمَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَتْقَاكُمْ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these ayahs, in the next ayah he said, كَلَّا. No. This is not how you judge the people. This is not how you say about when you have money or you don't have money. بَلْ لَا تُكْرِمُونَ الْيَتِيمِ. We'll find in the Mecca ayahs, brothers. There is, in many ayahs, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke about al-yatim. Why? Because at that time in the Arab culture, when there is a person become orphan, and al-yatim is the one his father died. This is the meaning of al-yatim. Because at that time and even this time, the main provider for the house is the who's working for money mainly? Father. Yani, in the old days, you'll not find women working. You'll find 99% who's working go to work? Man. Okay. So when the father died, so his children under say 15, 16, under the age of work and adult, they call them what? Yatim. What they call them?
Yatim.
Okay. So these people were very vulnerable. These people were oppressed mainly from their families. So, for example, you will find the father died and he left a piece of land or a house or some money. Then what will happen? You'll find the uncle come and marry the widow and take the money, take the land and start to look at his children, not the orphans. And if there is orphans, have no money, the people at that time, they don't bother about it. They don't think about it. They are expecting these orphans now to be beggars. They come to this house, can we have some food? Could you give some clothes? They don't believe at all, although they don't think at all, that these children can be their children. They think they will live forever. So their children, they will not be yatim. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying to them, Kalla, no. The rules that akraman ahanan, no, doesn't apply. And you, people of Mecca at that time, لا تكرمون اليتيم. You don't honor the orphan. You don't give them any type of mercy. You don't help them. Actually, you oppress them. And the Quran came to change this bad value that the people used to adopt at that time, or to practice at that time. And he said in this ayah and other ayahs, أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم. Allah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes the people to change the way that they are dealing with yatim. Instead of considering this yatim that a person we ignore, we don't look after them, we don't help them, no. You have not to help, ikram. There is difference between help and ikram. Ikram means you honor them. This means that these people deserve to be honored. They are not honorable people that you ignore and you don't care about them. No. They are normal people. But their father died. So all the community must work together to honor these people, to give them the respect. These people, they need the emotions. If they cannot find the father to come and touch the head of that yatim, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us a remedy. One of the Sahaba came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I find that there is, my heart is hard. He said to him, touch the head of the orphan. Subhanallah. Because the minute when you touch the head of the orphan, this will move your emotions. This emotion which died will make it now alive again. You think about this boy or this girl. Subhanallah. It might be my boy or my girl. Because no one guarantees how long he or she will live. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the best house among you is the house where there is the people they are giving honor to the yatim. And the worst house is the house where there is people they are oppressing the yatim. And the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam raised this up when he said, أنا وكافل اليتيم في الجنة كهاتين. So he said, I, the Prophet ﷺ, and the one who sponsored al-yatim, like this too. In where? Where? Jannah. Jannah. Allahu Akbar. So you can buy a key to the Jannah by what? Sponsoring yatim. How many of us ready to do this? All of us must be ready. There are some programs, it's only 20 pounds. In some countries, 20 pounds will save a yatim. 50 pounds will save a family. It's not a lot of money. But remember, you just by paying 20 pounds a month, what do? You save a person, yatim, from begging. You send him to the school. You can buy clothes. And you have the great reward, which is to be where? Jannah. كلا بل لا تكرمون اليتيم ولا تحاضون على طعام المسكين. الحض, the verb is حض. حض means encourage. So when you do this yourself, we use the verb حض. But when I encourage you, you encourage me, then will come تحاضون. So the Quran asks the whole community to be what? تحاضون. So I encourage you, you encourage me. If you find me a little bit weak, you come say, brother, we haven't done our job this week or this month. Let us do something. There is a family there. There's a poor person there. I know there is an organization doing something, helping people in Syria, Palestine, India, Africa. Subhanallah, there is many places. So Islam like not you as a person doing hajj. He'd like the community to be, all of them, active. What they do? تحاضون على طعام المسكين. Feed the needy. Feed the poor people. Don't let these poor people in hunger. They are go to bed hungry. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, أيما أهل قرية بات فيهم امرئ جائع فقد برئت منهم ذمة الله ورسوله. If there is a people of a village and there is a person go to bed and he's hungry,